Mr. Worldwide.
I can't speak for the whole of the British audience, but I can speak for myself. And this is why we're all talking now, because of the impact that I've had here in television.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what it does to us. When you gave those examples, they're characters on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is what we're used to, and this is what we're seeing. So whatever the TV's telling us, it's just like, yeah. So for us, American football. So all black Americans are athletic. They're doing their thing. They're strong, man. You know what I mean? They're all sportsmen, like, yeah. You know what I mean? Fix it, man. Mr. T.
Alpha male.
Yeah.
Macho.
Yeah.
Wow.
Loud.
Yeah.
Loud.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, pass that over there.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Say, man.
Yeah. And it's just like, and it's just like, okay, cool. We're cool. It's all good. But don't get smart, bro, because we'll just pull out something and just.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what we grew up with, and that's what we knew.
Don't step on my shoe.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then, being a Londoner, it's like, okay, that's what you're all about, and it's good. We understand that. That's cool. But we're from London. We don't do that gun thing. You know what I mean? Oh, you wanna rumble? Then yeah, let's rumble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's that sort of that alpha thing was going on. You guys have got a perception about us.
Yeah.
And then we got a perception about you. Like, oh, you guys are flashy.
Yeah.
Why don't come around here trying to be all flashy. You know what I mean? You'll get robbed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got a nice chain on. Oh yeah, we'll rob you for that.
Let me get that.
Because we ain't got a gun, you think we're soft.
Yeah.
All right. We'll show you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's that sort of thing. So we need to prove, like, yeah, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like Method Man came over to one club. It was at the club, and done a stage dive. Right, chain got the shoe.
Oh, they got it.
Shoe got stolen. You know what I
They
mean?
got it.
Passport got took. You know what I mean? I don't know if his passport was in his pocket or something. I remember, but then like, he went on stage like, who got my passport? Who got my shoe? Who got my shoe? Bring back my shoe, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was just like,
You know, has this happened to you either in Dubai or in the UK, where you see that black American, and it might even be a celebrity, and they've left that alpha male ego over the Atlantic Ocean, and they came and said, you know, I don't really have to do that here. I don't have to come, I can leave that because I'm in another place.
this is why we are here.
Right now.
This is why we're having this whole conversation. You know what I mean? And talking about the differences between the States and the UK. You know what I mean? And this is why this city is an incredible place, because it brings people together. But you don't have to walk around with security guards.
No.
You don't have to do all that. And this is why a lot of American artists love this place. They love it because they're free.
Yeah.
No paparazzi. Blinging hard. You know what I mean?
Nobody knows you.
And just like, you're just bopping, enjoying the sunshine,
They
like,
do know
yeah.
them, like people, like
Respectful.
they're respectful, and especially at the club where they're performing, people try to be cooler than them.
Yeah.
Actually, you'll notice, like, you know, when like Rick Ross goes to a club or whatever, be it white or like in one of these bass, etc. People like they'll sell tables for like 10,000 that night.
Right.
And dudes come out and buy a table for 10,000.
Well, some of those guys have more money than Rick Ross.
Even.
And it's a fantastic city for many, many reasons, but that is one of the main reasons that it excels.
Yeah.
And it brings in so many different people from different places, and not only just passing through, because it's a place of transit, right? A lot of people are here and they're transiting, but people like decide to stay for a very long time,
Such as you.
such as myself. Yeah,
Wow.
man.
So then that goes with the saying, it's not where you're from, it's where you're at.
Oh yeah,
It really rings true here.
no doubt.
Because when I first came here, like, it was like, oh, right, I'm from New York. But talking so fast as I was doing then, and being heavy on my accents, like with Carl and New York, and yo, we do this. People were like, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
What are you saying? And I really had to check it and slow down, as opposed to the first reaction was like, yeah, what do you mean? Why can't you understand English? But that doesn't fly.
Yeah.
That doesn't fly. Really quick, you learn, like, No, actually, that's not gonna pass.
Very quickly,
That's not gonna
very
pass.
quickly, you
gotta-
learn what to do, not what to do. One of the major things that I learned when I first got here as well. Well, actually, when I was visiting on holiday, not even when I lived here, it's when I was visiting.
What year was this?
Wow,
You
sure.
know, I'm gonna throw that out. Yeah.
I think it was like year 2000.
You hear that?
Or 99 to 2000, you know what I mean, to come on holiday.
It was one building here.
And we're not used to people just looking at you in London.
Right.
Like if you're looking at someone in London,
Yeah.
like what are you looking at, bro?
Yeah, what's up?
You know what I mean? And it's just like, but people look at you here, and I was walking, I had dreads them times, so I'm bopping around with dreads like, yeah, and people are looking at me like, yo, and I'm like, what are you looking at? Like, you know, and I was getting aggy, you know, but you have to soon learn, like, nah, it's just how people they're curious, they're cultural, and just hold it down.
In 2000, you were a unicorn here.
No doubt.
You know, you were
Yeah.
definitely getting looked at.
Yeah.
And when you came, 11 years?
Yeah, you were still in that realm.
Was I unicorn?
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, you know, I was telling Heath yesterday because we were driving through Media City, and I was like, "Yo, this is my first job when I came here."
See?
Yeah.
You know, I was working for like a coffee table book that like was celebrating the
Yeah.
best of stuff.
That's right.
And
Wow.
I told him that I got in the position. I didn't have any experience in media. I got in this position. Even the Italian boss told me, she's like, "I'm hiring you because you speak the best English."
A commodity, especially at that time.
She said, "You speak the best English, so you could be the relationship manager."
Great.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. And that's again another fantastic thing, as you were saying, being that unicorn, but it then opens up to giving you chances that you would never have in your respective country.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. We spoke with MKO recently, and you know, being a Nigerian
Shout
guy,
out MKO.
definitely shout outs, big time.
Always.
He talked about, you know, just being from Nigeria, but getting his start here and having that swell. And, you know, we alluded to how tough the grind, or tougher the grind would have been in Nigeria compared to here.
Yeah.
You know, and all the love he's getting here, now he can spread it throughout the world and even back home.
Yeah.
Because how many of him are there back home in Nigeria?
Too many.
With the same kind of hustling, like
Yes.
so and so.
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
And as long as you representing authentically,
Yeah.
you're gonna get love.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if he's a Nigerian cat here and he's not representing authentically, it's not gonna fly.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not gonna get to the level that he's at now. You know what I mean? You'll just go on the wayside. But because he's representing authentically and giving a lot of love back to Nigeria, you know what I mean? He's kind of like an ambassador. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's one of those ones, you know what I mean? So that's, and that's,
Nigeria in the building.
there you go.
We're here.
And that's,
London in the building, New York in the building.
this is it.
Pittsburgh in the building.
Always.
How about that?
Pittsburgh Steelers and all that.
See that? See that?
Who would have ever thought Pittsburgh would have made it out to Dubai?
Let me tell you, I'm in the mall in Abu Dhabi, and this lady is in line in the queue behind me. I turned around. She had a Pittsburgh Steelers shirt.
Wow.
I forgot where I was. I said, "Hey!" I start talking to her. She's looking at me like, I have no idea what the shirt is.
I don't know what it is.
I said, well, "Okay, let me show you." And I just start telling her what it was, because she got the shirt at a thrift shop.
Wow.
Yeah, and I said, "You don't understand. This is a big deal where I'm
people
from.
go
It's a big city."
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I recently found my, because I was a big NFL fan, man.
Okay.
Massive. And I recently found my old Bears shirt. You know what I mean? I was a Walter Payton, man.
Of course.
34,
Of course.
man.
Why did I
Sweetness.
ask? Right,
Innit?
sweetness.
Exactly. And I
And what was his
recently
shoe?
found
The
that.
Kangaroos.
Yeah, yeah, man.
The
Ruse,
Roos,
man.
The
Yeah.
Kangaroos, man. Hey, he used to train in them. Oh, man. Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And that was a shoe deal for him.
Yeah.
Way back, he had a shoe deal.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Big in the game. So it's like, yeah, and I wear that with pride. You know what I mean? And I've still got the cap, and I've still got the cap. I should have worn it today. I should have worn it today. I brought it back here because it had a rip in the side. So I've got like, you get mad crazy tailors here, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
And you get things done for cheap. So I was like, yeah, let me bring some stuff back and get it repaired and sewn and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I took it to my tailor. So I've got my old Bears hat that I've had for like,
Stitched up.
stitched hat. I've had that for about 30 years or something.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, I haven't worn it yet, but I'm sure I'm gonna get the same reaction from some people from Chi-Town and be like, "Wow, where you get that hat from, man? That's an original Bears hat."
But the difference is you know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
You'd be able to vibe with them on it.
That's it.
Which is respect even bigger, as opposed to just, oh right, that represents where I'm from. It's like, yeah, and I respect where you're from. Actually, I took the time to know about it.
Yeah.
I know what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Which I think, being global, people from here do respect the fact that, hey, I've learned a couple words.
Yeah.
And you can kind of give me a pass that I don't know everything, because obviously you guys don't always talk in Arabic anyway.
Yeah.
Going back to that, so it's like, yeah, you know what, you're cool. I got a couple local friends that are like that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what, I get it, and I don't have time to teach you, but I get that you're trying. That's cool.
Right. You were saying connecting. How do you feel when you go to, when you went to Barbados? How did you?
It's an amazing feeling, man. It's just. I think automatically it's the smell. I don't know, man. It's just, you just smell. I don't know. Just it's that familiar smell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
That struck me right away when you said that.
Yeah.
I get the same thing with Jamaica. There's a scent in the air, and the other day I went to Zanzibar and had the same smell.
Oh, really?
And they was burning some sticks on the side of the road, just like, like little fire there. And I told the driver, I was like, yo, this smells just like Jamaica. And he's like, yeah.
Respect.
And I'm like, nah, man, you don't understand, for real. The air just smells like Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
And I'm looking around, even the spot looks like.
Yeah.
It's drive through like seemed like that whole Fern Gully scene, like trees was like that, like reaching across the road.
It's a beautiful thing.
So I just recorded a thing for my cousin back home, like we started playing a song, cause he's a reggae artist. So just started playing a song. I was like, yo, we bumping out here in Africa, man. We got you playing out here.
Wicked.
Sent it to him. He's like, yo, yeah, brethren, that kind of thing.
It's
Yeah, I
an
know what you're
amazing,
talking about.
yeah. So
Smell and memory.
no doubt. And I had that when I went to Seychelles, which is quite close to Dubai, right? It's like 4 hours up the road, man.
Bro, you're home.
And the first, it was crazy because as soon as I landed, it was like, wow, the smell, and then like the font on the car registrations was like, yo, that's the same.
Yeah.
And then it was that deep. And then cable and wireless was I'm like, cable and wireless is what we got back up. Like, yo. And then like seeing the school kids in their uniforms, I was like, what's going on here, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was deep, man. And then the food, and then
Very close.
Bro, the
Yeah.
diaspora is totally connected.
Yeah.
Spiritually, metaphysically.
global, bro.
Global, man. Global. Definitely.
I'm getting buzzed right now. So I was hanging out with Pearl the other day, and after we saw 1804,
Yeah. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed.
Yes,
1804,
each and
great
every
job.
man.
dope documentary. Dope
Great job.
documentary. So Pearl is Haitian, a friend of ours, and she goes, with voodoo, I think they called it Vadoon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do.
before. She's like, also in Cuba they got a version of this. You call something else, Arush or something, Arush. And I'm just like, it's funny how things are so closely related, because then we're like watching this documentary, a different documentary after, and it shows, guys in the village or whatever, and I'm like, if I didn't know that was where it was, I would assume that's somewhere in Africa.
Yeah.
See that?
Because it just looks the same. But sometimes you conversate with these other diaspora, particularly Brazil and Cuba, and you say, oh right, my brother so-and-so, and they're like, I'm Brazilian.
Brother.
They don't understand what you're talking about at all about Africa.
38%.
I'm Brazilian, or I'm Cuban.
Yeah.
Afro-Cuban. But I'm
Afro-Cuban.
Cuban. They relate more with the Cuban side of it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you are African as F.
Sadly.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a cigar in your mouth, look at the hip shaking.
Right. Sadly, it's been skewed. They want to be
heavily.
Spanish from Spain, right?
Yeah,
And it's like, okay.
and Portuguese, Brazilian.
Exactly. But 38% of the entire Western Hemisphere slave trade or whatever, transatlantic slave trade, went to Brazil.
Right.
38%. 5% of the entire slave trade hit what we call the United States of America. Of course, the rest went to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So the Brazilians, when you go there, you're gonna see us.
Yeah.
You're gonna see us.
And they have their traditions still. They just call different things
Exactly.
but it's mirrored in Africa. Whatever they're doing, it's mirrored in Africa, particularly those darker communities.
Right. Yeah. You're not gonna see Tom Brady's wife everywhere.
It's a big space, man. And they sure can play football.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you call it soccer? Yeah, soccer.
Yeah. I think I've converted
Football, mate.
to calling it football. I can call
Have
it
ya?
soccer. Not in a, well, we've been here, you know, he's been, you know.
Right.
So I call it football now.
I use an accent. I say football.
Football.
Man, Layne, it's been dope,
Yeah,
man. And
Before we leave, I've got to.
I was about to cut to that, my friend.
Yeah.
I was about to cut to that.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
I've got this is my children's book that I've just finished. This is a bit exclusive. It's not finished yet. This is super exclusive.
Okay.
So yeah, I want to obviously.
pass around the soft-
I want to give that. This one is the actual front cover. This is what it looks like.
Okay.
But it's
Okay,
all getting
it's
getting adjusted.
That's not an alternative cover, or?
This is the hardback.
Okay.
So there's going to be a limited edition and stuff. You know,
Right.
we've got the special spine right here.
See
you know
that,
what I mean?
see that.
Yeah, man, it's going off, man. It's
Bit of
going
Ankara?
off.
They're like Ankara?
Yeah, man, it's going off.
Check this
man.
out.
It's going off.
The multi-talented Layne.
Luam's bomb.
Luam's
You know what I mean? So I want you
And Luam is your son,
for your kids. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
And but this
Maya,
one, yeah,
at this.
yeah, she's gonna have a
Uncle
character
Layne
in that.
gives you a gift.
Maya's gonna have a character.
That's
in that,
special.
Trust me, you know what I mean. So it's a series of 7, and it's a travel series. So each one's in a different country.
Oh,
so
really?
the first one is in Jamaica.
Okay.
Second one's gonna be in Dubai. The third one is in Arkebulan.
Okay.
Where?
Arkebulan.
Okay.
Land of the Black, translated.
Okay.
The original word of Africa.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got a few ways and means of
So
trying to tap in.
Is it like a bit of a mystery, or can we do a little synopsis of Luam's bomb? Like,
Well-
just a
I mean,
elevator.
yeah, but this is right. So this is the magical shade tree.
Right.
So what happens is the 2 children, if you love and nurture this tree so caring and divine, you'll then be able to use it to travel through time. So then there's a secret entrance in the tree,
Yes.
and they go around the world helping and healing people with this special balm called Luam's balm. So yes, so when you do love and care for the tree will give you something back,
Right.
which is the nut of the shea tree, which will give you shea butter. So the balm has the essence made of shea butter with a combination of other things.
And there's a lot more metaphors I can think of as far as the root and the foundation.
Yeah, you know,
that?
you
How
know,
about that?
you know, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You know.
Fantastic. Man, thank you, man.
All good, kid.
I'll be in Luam's bomb tonight. Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, man, bedtime
Hey,
story.
I got a gift for you, brother.
Oh yeah?
Okay. And this is a special edition. Hardback of Going Global for my brother, Layne. I'll sign that.
hardback, man. Thank you, man.
Yes.
The
Fresh off the press.
life-changing experiences of 10 courageous black men.
Yes.
Brother.
The stories in there, some very sharp brothers that I had the pleasure of working with and know. And we are really, really pushing the book. And I want to push that to you, and hopefully you enjoy it.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Respect and love, kid.
Respect, yes, definitely.
Easy.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get into this
This
tonight.
story, it's these 10 brothers there, but this story, it's my story, it's your story. Yeah, it's all us global brother story, and those aspirational global brothers that have been thinking about it and just like, what's next? How do I do it? And that's what we're doing here with Global Brothers Podcast.
Exactly.
We're letting people know this is how we do it. And it's all love out here.
No
Right.
doubt.
Yeah,
No
we got love
doubt.
for y'all. We just want you to give you
Definitely.
the information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
Yeah. Step out there. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wicked.
So, brother, enjoy.
Blessings. Thank you very much, kid.
Yeah. And thanks for being on Global Brothers Podcast, man.
All day, every
Another one
day.
wrapped up, Heath.
Yes. Yes. Another one.
I could tell Layne's gonna be one of those guests that's gonna be recurring.
Yes.
Because we got so much to chop it up about.
Yeah.
Man, have mercy on the editor of this video.
Editors hate me. Editors hate me. Stop talking. That's what I do.
The cutting room floor. What do we cut?
Hey,
Cheers.
shout out to
Wicked.
Raw Coffee.
Yeah,
Raw
man.
Coffee.
We shut it down in there, man. Damn.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Live global and prosper.
Definitely.
Mr. Worldwide.
When things are just discarded, I don't like that. You know what I mean? So a snake sheds its skin.
Anyway.
Then what happens with the skin? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's just like if you can find a way to rejuvenate that, then yeah, I'm all about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, and this is again, shout out to Raw, big up, and learning a lot about coffee.
Yeah.
And there's I was telling you about the coffee bean. You know what I mean? And as it sheds,
You,
it's
sir, have become a coffee scientist.
it's a fantastic thing, and as I said, and it's funny again because I just associated it to Americans and America. You know what I mean? Like coffee,
Yeah.
and my coffee. You know what I mean?
I need my coffee.
In England, we drink tea. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm still a tea lover. I still wake up every day and have tea first. And then I have a coffee in the afternoon now, you know what I mean, and different types of coffee because I've got to know about it and when you should have it and da-da-da-da-da-da. But there's a byproduct of the coffee bean, the shell of the coffee bean that usually gets discarded called cascara, which you can actually turn into a drink. And
Really?
it comes like an iced tea. Bro, it's banging.
Really?
It's banging.
Cascara.
Cascara.
That sounds beautiful.
It's incredible
That
stuff.
sounds like a beautiful drink. If someone said, would you like a nice cold cascara?
Yeah.
Say, I would actually. Definitely. The first time I heard the word Prosecco, I'm like, that sounds amazing. I would love a Prosecco.
Yeah, so you'll drink it and ask questions later.
Yeah, no doubt. Wow. So we just opened up a new place in the marina, and yeah, we serve cascara there. So we're one of the very rare places around town that does cascara. Because it's normally, and I mean on a global phenomenon really, it's, as I said, it's normally a byproduct.
Yes.
You just throw the shell, it's the shell of the coffee, baby. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we obviously in some places they do have it on a regular basis.
Yeah.
But not everywhere has it.
So for your version, do you add anything to it?
Yes.
That makes it uniquely?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sure you, I can't tell you what.
I was getting ready to say, he's not going to tell you what it
Can I
is.
tell you what that is?
I'm gonna give it to you to taste, and then you're gonna be like, all right, you know. But yeah, it's a fantastic drink, man. It's a fantastic drink. Yeah, we do a few things to it, but obviously, as with a lot of things, I like the natural.
Yeah.
Keep it raw.
Yes. Yeah. That's amazing. You know, I learned, and I drink more coffee since I've lived here, okay? And my wife being from Ethiopia, and her reminding me that coffee was, you know, discovered
Yeah,
in Ethiopia. They have their coffee ceremonies all the time.
that's right.
Yeah, you know.
So you've done the whole ceremony?
Brother, many times. As a matter of fact, weekly, okay?
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
And ask your wife why they have popcorn with
He can tell
the
you.
coffee
He can tell you
ceremony.
right
No, I cannot. I know I
Well,
eat it.
the majority, listen, this is what I'm trying to say. The majority of Ethiopians that I speak to,
Yes.
is like, I'm like, why do you have popcorn? They're like, oh, I don't know. We just have it.
Hey, and that's the
It's just
answer.
part-
That's the answer. This is just what it is, right? You know,
I think Feruza knows.
right?
Really?
Oh, yeah, she's very technical about things.
Possibly.
Fayruza is
sure.
a fantastic designer. I'm wearing one of her garments now.
And I need one of those. Shout out to you.
Big
I
up
can't wait to meet
Fayruza.
you.
We got Finchie
Big up.
She might know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a word. Let's have a word and see if she knows.
You know, it's funny because when I ask, she just stuffs popcorn in my mouth, which is called Gersha. Right?
Yeah,
so
that's
she just
right.
pops it in your mouth. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
but no, her and her sister and her cousins are here, and just yesterday they had a coffee ceremony at the house.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah, I walked in on it.
So she told you about the origins of it was discovered by a goat, you know what I mean? And all the rest of it. And
Definitely,
Yeah, it's a fantastic story.
My comeback with that is no, Colombia.
Ooh.
Juan Valdez, is it?
Exactly. Right. With the big hat.
Right, I seen the commercials back in the day. Yeah.
No, actually Ethiopia, and I saw it on a. It was a map, but it was a sort of where things come from or where things were discovered. It was a children's map. Ethiopia had coffee.
Yeah.
Ethiopia had coffee. It was amazing. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. It was like
Arabica
15 BC or 15 AD. 14, something like that. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when. Well, 14 was when it actually got distributed
There
in
you
a
go.
major way, but it was discovered before that.
See that?
Yeah, because they never used to drink it. It used to be. They used to eat it.
Oh.
Yeah, you used to just eat it before, so it wasn't. It was only started discovering it and turning it into a drink later on.
There was no sugar back then, was there?
Sugar.
They must not have cared about nothing. That's got to taste so bitter.
Yeah.
Just chewing coffee beans.
Yeah.
Probably kept them awake like.
Sugar's an interesting
You know
one.
what I mean? Like they
Right.
like walk
But if
miles
they're,
with.
yeah, but if they're used to it,
Yeah.
it's their acquired
exactly,
taste.
exactly.
Yeah, like, yeah.
And imagine how raw that is. And
That's
you're
what I'm
just
saying.
gonna be like, zing. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do.
What's
Now
that?
hold up. Did you see how he plugged raw again? Did you see the plug?
It's just in the name. It's just in the name.
Hey, shout out to Raw.
Yeah, that's raw coffee.